us might need to go back to that first page in which we took notes to maybe reference some of these words, okay? So what we need to be able to do today is take a sentence, write down what it means, and then solve it, okay? This is on page 18. Okay. What? No. Okay. 7 more than 3 times a number is greater than 34. What I want you to do is I want you to just write down what you think that means. 7 more than 3 times a number is greater than 34.
You have a square pencil? No. Blue.
Okay, so I see the word greater than, right? So I'm going to go ahead and make my greater than sign, okay? And I know that 7 more than 3 times a number needs to come over here, okay? Who feels confident about their 7 more than 3 times a number? Mason, what do you have?
7.
Okay. Okay, so here's the deal. There is no equals because we're only doing inequality, okay? So I know that this is kind of confusing. 7 more than 3 times a number. I like the 7 and I like the 3x, but what goes in between, Marius? It means a plus sign. Okay, and what are we greater than?
34.
34. So this is giving us an inequality to solve. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to 7 plus 3x is greater than 34. Kira? Oh, Kira has a great question. Is 3x plus 7 the same thing? It is. Addition can go either way. If it was subtraction, no. But when it's addition, we can write it either way. So this is perfectly fine. So whether you have it like this or 7 plus 3x, it doesn't matter. And it also does not change our first step. What's our first step? We're going to minus the 7 because we need to undo the addition. Okay. So these cancel and we have 3x. We still have our greater than sign. What's 34 minus 7?
27.
Oh, that turns out well, right? Because, Mason, what do we do next?
Divide 3.
We need to undo our multiplication by dividing.
It's 9.
Equals 9?
Yes. No, wait, no.
Oh, greater than 9.
X is greater than 9. Well, that's not bad. Okay. All right, let's talk about number 2 because number 2 is what I'm worried about. Okay? I'm going to highlight this in chunks. 15 less than twice a number is less than or equal to negative 23. Okay, what I'm worried about is this 15 less than twice a number. This is something that we're continuously getting backwards. 15 less than twice a number. How do we write that? I know you got it. Logan, what do you think?
15 minus 2x is less than or equal to 3.
Okay. Elizabeth? Okay. So Logan said this and Elizabeth said this. But only one of them means 15 less than twice a number.
I agree with the first one. This is too hard.
Okay. So when we have that, this is less than is one of those turnaround phrases. 15 less than twice a number means that 15 is coming second. Okay. Which is also why Kira in the first one wrote 3x plus 7. Okay. So this is 2x minus 15 is less than or equal to negative 23. What's wrong?
I can't find my calculator.
What about like, no, are
Okay.
you sure?
Are we okay with why we wrote it that way?
Yes.
So let's write down 2x minus 15 is less than or equal to negative 23. And what I'd like you to do is go ahead and solve that. You fill that a pass?
15 minus 20.
Fill that a pass.
I was gonna get a drink of water.
You'll be okay till lunch.
23 minus 15 is negative 4.
Can I use restroom?
I use rest
Divided by 2.
That is 23.
Hey, that's not very nice to say. You said no, I heard you say SP.
All right, here we go. Jackson, what'd you do first?
I did the 15. On both sides.
Okay, you did how did you do the 15?
The positive 15, both sides.
Okay, you added 15 to both sides to undo the subtraction. Okay. And when that happens, we still have 2x. We still have less than or equal to, and you're saying negative 8. Do we agree?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Now, what are we going to do next?
Divide.
Now we're going to divide by 2 to undo our multiplication so that x is less than or equal to negative 4. How what? Okay, so negative 23 plus 15. So 23, make it negative.
I do minus.
Plus 15.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh.
All right, now, in number 3, I'm going to chunk it out again. The product of a number and negative 7 increased by 9 is at most 16. Okay, is at most 16. Let's just talk about that right there. At most. What is that going to mean?
Like the highest they can go is 16.
Okay, the highest it can go is 16. So whatever I put here in blue needs to be less than or equal to 16. Because 16 is the most. Okay, now we need to figure out what goes there in blue. The product. What does product mean?
How much is multiplication?
The product of a number and negative 7. So we are going to multiply negative 7 and a number. Increased by 9. What operation does that mean?
Addition.
Okay.
Sorry.
Miss.
What?
No, nothing.
Right now, I just want to teach. Hey,
Charles Darwin.
I need you to stay with this. Head up. Head up. I'll make you stand up if you can't stay awake. I need you to write it down. Let's go.
Evolution.
Okay, so now this is a very interesting one to solve. Well, let's find out why. What do we need to do first?
Get rid of the 9.
We need to subtract 9 first to undo the addition.
And you get 7. Oh, yes you do.
So negative 7x is less than or equal to, you're saying that 16 minus 9 is 7?
But, yeah, it's 7.
Okay. Now, Trudier, what do we need to do to both sides now? Okay, and how do we undo multiplication? So we're going to divide both sides by negative 7. We're going to divide both sides by negative 7. What happens?
Flip the sign.
Oh, you say it twice.
So I want you to think about it. Since we divided by a negative, our sign flipped. And now 7 divided by negative 7.
Negative 1. How about them now?
1/4.
Miss?
No. Because Mason is still there.
Can I go now?
No. Okay.
Not me.
Like I said, I just want to teach right now. Okay. Okay. What we're going to do, because I think we are capable of solving these inequalities, I would like us to write down what these inequalities are. So what I'm going to do, I am going to give you a couple minutes. Write down what you think number 4 is, and then write down what you think number 5 is. You better do it in pencil, because it's quite possible you get it wrong, and it's okay, but I want you to think through it first before we go through it together.
Miss, is that right?
The difference between 11
Bought a bit of butter, but
is
butter
no less
that he thought was better. So
okay. 10 subtracted from is at least. That looks really good.
So can I talk about
Can you help me on number 7?
A number decreased by 19. So it's like x minus 19, all of it divided by negative 6.
Oh, thank you.
Why aren't you writing any of this down, bud? Well, okay.
we have.
I have no idea what.
Hence why I overthink. Miss Homer, I overthink everything. And then it's something overthink.
Difference is difference, add, subtract, multiply, or divide.
It's a subtraction. Subtract.
Okay, so we're subtracting 2 things, and it's telling you.
Yeah, I don't get like a 1/4 of a number. It's
Okay.
no less than 8.
So the difference, so write a subtraction sign. We're subtracting, so the difference between 11 and 1/4 of a number. So that just means, so that means 1/4 x. 1/4 of a number, 1/4 x, is no less than. So what sign means no less than? Nope, that is less than. No less than.
Oh,
Opposite of less than, yep, with the line.
and then negative 8.
Yeah.
Miss, can you come see if I did it right?
So minus 11. Plus. Did you flip the sign when you divide by negative?
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about number 4. The difference between 11 and 1/4 of a number is no less than negative 8. Okay. Jackson, I really need you to finish out notes with us. Before, I understand that. So I just need you to wait, okay? Okay, difference. What does that mean? Add, subtract, multiply, or divide.
It's the opposite. Wait, what? Subtract.
Difference means subtract. What are we subtracting? Well, the first number is 11 minus 1/4 of a number. So 1/4 of a number means we multiply by x, okay? Is no less than. You guys, it says no less than. So it's not less than, it's the opposite. It's greater than or equal to. And then what goes over here? Maybe.
There it is. Is that what you got for the last one?
Okay. In number 5, it says 10 subtracted from the quotient of a number of -3 is at least -1. Okay. Somebody whose name does not rhyme with Barius or Flailer, could you please raise your hand if you feel comfortable with the part I highlighted in green? Elizabeth, what'd you write down?
What if they did their last name?
10 minus -3. 10 minus 2 take 3 over
How do we feel about that?
I don't know. I need time to process.
That seems weird, doesn't it? Okay, so let's talk about this. Subtracted from, we know that there's subtraction there, right? Okay, so I like the subtracted, but what I need to point out is that this subtracted from is one of those turnaround phrases. So 10 is actually the second number. Okay.
Didn't you just do B's?
Now, what does quotient mean?
Divide.
Quotient means divide. And when it says the quotient of a number and 3, like Mason said, let's put the x in the numerator, and then -3 is what we're dividing by. Now, at least, do we agree with Mason?
Yes. Wait, for which one?
Of course, I agree with you.
At least. Greater than or equal to?
At least it's greater than it.
Okay, that's what we were deciding, and so yes, you agree? -1.
Done.
Wait, only have 2.
Okay. This is what I want from you. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and